Hey guys, Sean, Leslie for Dummies. This one I was gonna wait for, but I can't wait any longer. It's ever since I saw Rune Rebel test this, it's been burning a hole in my pocket, so to speak. And once again, thanks to Florian at Home Defense 24 who sent all these great items for me to experiment with. So let's have a look what it is. All right, guys, here we go. This is the 50 caliber silencer for the tuning barrel. This will fit any tuning barrel that Home Defense 24 sells. There she blows. So it is a perforated tube on the inside. I have not opened this yet. I'm just gonna shoot it how it comes out of the package. One thing I will note, this is sized for 12.5 millimeter projectiles. So I'm going to use these chrome steel balls from Home Defense 24, of course. They are 8 grams. .5. I tried to roll a 12.7 millimeter ball bearing through there and it got stuck. Would it go through? Probably, but at this point, I would suspect it may damage this, and I don't want to damage it yet. And there's nothing wrong with 12.5 millimeter ball bearings. They are a hefty 8 grams. And just for verification, boom, right through. I don't have any 12.7s out here, but trust me, they do not go through. So probably not a good idea to shoot them through here. So let's thread this on. This is my Hdp50. It's already loaded with 12.5 millimeters. This particular Hdp50 has a magnet detent, which probably isn't necessary. Well, actually, I know it's not necessary when using these smaller balls like this. It has a detent from Gregorio over at East Coast Less Lethal. And I have a lightened bolt spring in here that it's specifically set up for HPA. The contraption on the back is a air through stock or bottle through stock, whatever you want to call it. This was there's a big dog hair on there. This was my own doing before a lot of the other very nice adapters have come on the scene. So I'm going to toss in this angled on off. So I've been using the straight version of this. So this is the 360 on off. I've been using this version and it works very well. I have had no problems with this, no fail to degas. This one just puts a funky angle on it. Sure, some of you might find a use for it. So this is a 7.5 joule version. There is no CO2 restrictor and it's wide open, double delete. And you're going to use this MCS adapter to ASA thread. And just get this started. Once you get it started, what's going to happen is it'll thread and then this starts to spin because it can rotate. 5 millimeter Allen wrench. Now, when you're tightening this, guys, this is like tightening a cap. So you don't want to over tighten it. You just put it till it's snug. And in this case, it actually tightened adequately just doing it like this. So no ugga-duggas, or you'll end up probably twisting that cylinder loose. For this test, I'm going to use this Tippmann 9CI. It's outputting 750 PSI. I do have this bottle that Florian sent. I have filled it up. I have tested the pressure. I'm not ready to put this on to anything just yet, and we'll talk about that when we come across that. Okay, I don't know, this thing suits the HDP50 very well, very well. Let me just thread my bottle in, make sure this collar is up. Thread your bottle in, and then you can just spin this collar around until it stops, and then you're right at the verge of gassing the marker. Well, there you go. I'm going to shoot it without the silencer on first across a decibel meter that I have just downloaded off of the App Store. So take it for what it's worth. Whether it's accurate or not, between testing the two setups, it should at least give a number that is understandable in the difference in sound. All right, I'll show you what it looks like with the silencer on and the 360-degree valve. So, I mean, you could stow this in a bag or something with this valve, and you can see it does move quite easily. We'll air it up and we'll see how it behaves after that. I'm suspecting that once it has air in it, it's gonna probably hold its position much more firmly than kind of what it's doing here. Okay, we'll air it up. There we go. And it is much firmer. It still spins, but you can see it's not kind of frozen in place. Nevertheless, when I'm looking down the sights, I mean, obviously this bottle would be hitting my forearm if it's straight in. So it's not, it's just an idea, guys, really. Some might think it's kind of stupid, but I don't know. I always like the unique. All right, well, let's test fire this thing. Okay, 3 shots, unsilenced. This is gonna be your high right here. $113.6. Don't go to sleep yet. 113.6. One more. 113.9. All right, let's put the silencer on. All right, 3 more shots. Silenced. That was our high right there, 113.9. What am I doing wrong here? I should have reset it. Sorry, guys. All right, 2 shots it is then. Silenced. $110. $112. Well, guys, that was pretty cool. Unscientifically, with an iPhone decibel app, it showed about a 2 decibel drop. Now, this was unmodified out of the package. 2 decibels is quite a bit. The number may mean nothing to you, but here in my garage, unsilenced, these, I mean, any of you guys know that I've shot HB at one of these Umarex markers, they make a hell of a crack, like a whip crack. With the silencer installed, it was more, there wasn't that kind of ear-piercing crack. It was just a, not a thump, but it wasn't that quiet. But it did take the harshness out of it. Now, check out Rune Rebel's channel. He has opened it up and, you know, made some changes to the design in here. And my understanding from watching his channel is this pretty much just has a straight piece of, I guess like a 1/2 inch kind of pipe insulation, a solid piece of foam. And the reason for that was it's legalities. So shipping these, let me just degas this. Shipping these, I guess, out of country or what have you, required that they didn't have baffles. So it's just a solid foam piece in there. Which brings up a very good point. Please check the legalities of something like this before ordering it and being disappointed that possibly it gets seized by customs, or that 3 dudes in uniforms come knocking on your door to deliver it to you. So modifications could be made to make this a little bit quieter. 112, it's quieter than 114 or 113.9, whatever it was. I work around, like, my truck is like 120 decibels. So to me, that the difference is quite audible. To most of you, it's probably still super loud, but you can change that. Once again, thanks to Florian for sending me the goodies. And stay tuned for more tests. I got lots of stuff to go through. And really not enough days left in the year. Catch you on the next one.